Hi, my name is Brennan, and I just want to welcome you to this series. This is the Omni 20 that I'm reviewing, and it really is an amazing device. I did the Indiegogo backing of it back in December, and I finally got it today, so I decided to create this video to show you everything I wish I would have seen when I first bought it. I've seen some review videos out there, and they're okay, but I wanted to get more in depth and actually show you some things hands-on. So here's the unboxing. I was pretty clumsy like that said, so bear with me here. When you get the Omnicharge, it comes in an exterior brown box, and then underneath you have this plastic cellophane wrapped black box. It almost reminds me of a MacBook product, the way it's packaged like this, or I should say an Apple product. Here we see on full display my amazing dexterity. Here I got the scissors, there we go. Sometimes watching yourself with these videos when you do voiceovers, it's kind of painful. You're like, come on, man, hurry up. So there we go, I actually snipped it, and now I'm peeling it off. Giving you a play-by-play in case you couldn't actually see for yourself. Okay, here we go. So I really did like the look and feel of this box. When you get it, again, it kind of feels like a MacBook product, just like for my MacBook Air. You have to give it the old shake, shake, shake to open it, and then in a second, plop, there it goes. Opening it up, I like the way Omnicharge decided to package the device. I like how it has the different compartments where the wires, the adapters, etc. are packaged. And there's the Omnicharge in kind of a foamy exterior wrapping. So right away when you feel it, it feels hefty, but it doesn't feel too heavy. It feels like something that would sit snugly in your backpack, in your messenger bag, but it wouldn't add too much weight to it. And then when you pull it out, you just get that rubberized feel to it. It feels really, really nice. There it is, the Omnicharge logo. I've been waiting for this thing for months. Yes. There's all kinds of stats and things on display. It makes it unlike any other battery bank I've used before, including the Easy ACC Monster 20,000 mAh power bank that I'll be showing you later in the video. Here soon I'll be doing a complete go through in the menus, so this is just a quick scroll through showing you the navigation. The double click at the power button gets you into the menu, and then the up and down are the buttons next to it that turn on the AC and USB respectively. So there we see the fan ports. This larger one does have fans because it needs to cool it off. I mean, that's obvious. If it has fans, it needs to cool it off. Okay, anyways, enough micromanaging it myself. It has a rubberized exterior, and each of the sides you can actually place it down on, so it can be positioned in multiple ways according to your needs. So here's this pamphlet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to hold it in front of the camera with it focused, and I'm going to make sure that you get to see each of the pages. Just pause the video right now as you need to in order to see what's on the pages themselves. The manual is pretty comprehensive. I actually appreciate them going so in depth. So often I'll get things from companies like iClever where you'll just get like a little cardboard cutout that gives some social media things and whatnot, and then no other directions besides that. So I appreciate for a product like this them having so many different directions. And also their website is pretty comprehensive. So here's the AC charger, the wall charger for the Omnicharge. It actually is really, really light. It's much lighter than my MacBook Air's 45 watt charger. It's not too heavy at all. I'll actually give you a weight later. So now with that back in the box, we're going to go ahead and pull out this adapter for the laptop. I chose the 5.5mm by, oops, I dropped it. That's funny. By the 2.5mm adapter for my MSI laptop I had at the time. That'll adapt it, and I'll show you the video later. And there's the USB barrel plug charger for the Omnicharge itself. Pretty nifty that you have both those options, the wall adapter and the USB cord. So there it is, everything unboxed and ready to go for the rest of the video. So here I'm going to run you through the things that you're going to see on the screen when you first turn on the Omnicharge. So with my pencil, you're going to see that I'm going to point at this battery icon. That's the battery life for the Omnicharge itself. Pretty straightforward, right? Then the little clock I'm pointing at is the charge time remaining. It says it's calculated based on optimal level of power input for your device and Omnicharge's battery level. There's the temperature. That right there is the battery power output. That's the battery power input, both in watts. There we have the USB power output indicator and the AC output indicator. And out there is the amount of watt hours on the device itself. So the power button is obviously going to, when you click it, you turn off the screen, double click, or just click it and it turns back on. Hold the click to turn it off. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and get in the menu. So you press the power button twice, quickly, and then there it goes. It opens it up. To scroll up and down, you use the buttons on the side. First of all, I'm here in the DC output section, and you see the different options it has. It has the presets for voltage for your DC output device that you want to charge with the Omnicharge, and then it has some of the other settings here, AC versus the HVDC. I'm not going to go into all the technical specifications of this device, by the way. There's plenty of literary material on the internet, as well as other videos that kind of cover that. Mine is more about the real-world practical application of this. What can you charge with it? What can't you charge with it? Because I think that's what we really want to know as pragmatic users of this device. So that's a pretty good menu. I'm actually very impressed by everything it gives you control of and what it shows on the screen itself. You press it once to make the screen turn off, and then you would hold it to turn it off. So here is a question a lot of people have had. Can I use my hairdryer on the go? My sister, for example, is one that would want to know about this. Unfortunately, you really can't. It is just the wattage on most hairdryers is too high for this device to handle. It has a max wattage of 100, and that's sustained, by the way. It can peak higher, so your device could spike to like 160 watts or something quickly, and it wouldn't turn it off using the overpower safety protection, but that would happen. Here's the hair straightener. Something that will work for it. In the case of the hair straightener I used in this video, it is a 95 watt 95 watt powered hair straightener, so this actually can work. I'll show it to you in this video right now. No, this is not mine. My hair's really short. It's actually kind of curly. It's funny. People say it's like a Brillo pad, in case you wanted to know what my hair's like. So this is something that I found to be really cool, is the fact that you can plug in basically any television into this. I mean, again, it's just about the wattage. This TV only draws about a 30 watt current, if that's the right term, so it powers it just fine. This is something I think would be really cool for tailgaters, because it eliminates you having to hook up yet another device to your generator, if that's what you use, or to your truck's battery. It just it makes it so you can put it anywhere, anytime. I mean, you could plop this in the middle of a meadow and watch a movie with this thing attached, with the Omnicharge attached. So that's really a cool feature, and I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. What we can see here too in just a moment is that on the screen it shows that you get 2 hours and 11 minutes of usage out of this Omnicharge for the TV. That's pretty cool. So keep that in mind, that this does have limited power, but it really does allow you to do crazy things, even like this. So this next clip is something I think you're going to enjoy, because this is something I personally would have wanted to know when I was going to buy this, is can it be charged with other power banks? In this clip, I'm going to use the Monster Easy ACC, available for about $30 on Amazon, to charge it. It's another 20,000 mAh charger, and you can see the size comparison between the two. It doesn't have nearly as much technology. I mean, the only additional thing it has in there is a flashlight, whereas the Omnicharge has DC out, it has fans, it has Qualcomm wireless charging, fast Qualcomm charging at the bottom port. It's amazing. Another thing to note too before I show you this clip is the fact that, like I said, this Monster ACC charger that has the same capacity as the Omnicharge was available for $30. So you could have multiples of those with you on an extended trip along with the Omnicharge, and you can charge the Omnicharge from those effectively doubling, tripling, quadrupling, however many you have, its capacity. So that's really nice to know that you can do this. Here I'm using the USB barrel plug, that cable that it comes with, and it seamlessly charges it. It's going to be slow though, you should note that. It's going to take a long time compared to the wall charger. Now here's charging via the DC output. Here I have my little 45 watt MagSafe 2 charger for my MacBook Air, there in the back, 2015 MacBook Air. So what I was pointing to on that previous shot just there a second ago was the voltage. You need to know the voltage for your specific device that you're going to charge out. For example, this MacBook Air is going to take 14.85 volts, or 14.9 is what I'm going to select in the menu here. But for something like the MacBook Pro, it may take more. But you have to be careful switching between the two because you don't want to overpower the device, giving it too much voltage. That's why the warning was just there a second ago. So there we go, the DC is all hooked up and charging. It's actually really cool. No more taking my charger with me to school. Now, the adapter we saw earlier, you can get it with your special order from Omnicharge for your specific laptop. So at the time I had an MSI GS63 VR, and I had a 180 watt charger with that 5.5 by 2.5 millimeter adapter. So this barrel plug goes into the input for the Omnicharge and then hooks up to the laptop. This is really nifty. This is a Samsung Galaxy S6. You put it in a certain position on the Omnicharge and it'll start charging right away. There's no special setting you have to select or anything. You can see the little wireless, almost like a Wi-Fi symbol blinking there on the Omnicharge, trying to get the camera focused in. Yeah, it works really well. That's an amazing, amazing feature. It's optional though, so make sure when you order yours that it has that checked off if you want it. So this is a question that I wish I could have had the answer to when I first made my purchasing decision. I have had quite a few gaming laptops in my time reviewing different devices, and I really wanted to know if this could charge it. The answer is yes and no, and I'm going to show you why right now. So when you get into this image, you see my Alienware 17 R4. It's a really, really amazing laptop, by the way, incredible for gaming. It has the 1070 NVIDIA GPU in it, but it has a 240 watt charger. And now, the thing to understand about these laptops is that they don't take 240 watts all the time. It's only when they're at peak load, aka the GPU and the CPU are both screaming while you're playing games. So I'm just comparing the size and the wattage of my Apple MacBook Air charger versus the charger for the Alienware. I'm going to show you what happens right now when you plug into a device that's too powerful for the Omnicharge. So there we go. It starts showing the watts on that bottom left number, but then you see it's starting to peak and stay above 130, and then you get that little symbol that says OP with an exclamation point. It means that's no-go, that's an overpowering the device. But there is great news though. You actually can charge a gaming laptop if it is turned off or if it's just in sleeping mode like mine is in the background there. So it's only using about 90 watts or so, 87 watts, while it's charging while it's asleep, so you can actually sustain that and charge it. After this video, I was able to charge the laptop from 46% to 72% with the remaining charge I had on the Omnicharge. Here's something that a lot of people have wondered too. Can you add more USB ports? 2 just doesn't seem like enough when there's things like the Monster Easy ACC charger that has 4. So in this case, I used a wall adapter type USB port thing, and this is from iClever, and I'm just going to plug it straight into the device right now. And here in a second, you're going to see how I hook up basically every single thing in my room that requires charging via USB. Here's the Gem 2. You can see the red indicator right there. There's my Logitech MX2 Anywhere mouse. pair of wireless iClever headphones. Now you'll see here that I'm having kind of some trouble seeing whether or not it's charging. I figured out later on that I didn't have the micro USB fully plugged into the headphones, but it charges them just fine as well. I mean, it's going to charge anything really that's USB powered, so there's nothing to worry about with that, but I'm just demonstrating how many things you can have plugged in. Speaking of which, you can see the orange light off and on. Well, I mean, it's staying on the whole time, but you know, with the cord blocking it, you can't really see it. Anyways, I'm using the DC output feature to charge the MacBook Air in the background the whole time. So it's amazing. It's sustaining charging that device while you're plugging in every single other thing. There's my Fitbit charge too. It's charging it just fine. There we go. I have my my mother's Samsung Galaxy S6 again. And we have the iClever number pad in the background. So what I was doing when I was tapping there is showing that I'm going to plug the Galaxy, the Samsung phone into the Qualcomm fast charge port that this is equipped with, because then it's going to get maximum charging from that port, and the other one's plugged into the regular port. There we go, everything is hooked up. I mean, that is a plethora of devices that this Omnicharge is charging. That's impressive. So here I just wanted to give you the weight of both the Omni 20 and the wall charger, because these are both the things that you're probably going to carry in your backpack related to the Omnicharge. Personally, I'm probably going to use the USB cable in that iClever Boost Cube thing that I showed you earlier to charge the device overnight each time I get home from school. And then I'm going to take the wall outlet with me, the wall charger, in case I ever need to charge the Omnicharge on the go. And I can use the DC output for my MacBook Air and do pass-through charging for both, or just charge from the Omnicharge with my MacBook, which is actually really, really cool if you think about it, because then you're not stuck to a plug like so many students are. You can be in the middle of a classroom with no wall outlets nearby and charge. So this is a question that I think should have been answered somewhere on Omnicharge's website. I don't understand why it hasn't been advertised, because it is actually such a cool feature. One single USB, or not USB, but AC outlet isn't a lot. But what I'm about to show you shows just how versatile this thing is. So check this out. I have a lamp. Boom. I have my Fitbit Charge 2, as well as that Logitech MX2 Anywhere mouse, again, plugged into this Anker wall charger right here. You can see that green light means that things need charged. And my electric toothbrush, I'm going to put onto its socket right now. So see, it can do all of this. It's just about the amount of total wattage. That's the thing we have to focus on here. So right here, I'm showing that with all those things plugged in, we're only drawing about 30 watts. So you could easily put in quite a few more devices depending on the total draw. That is really, really good to know, and I think it's something that this device should be praised for. So here's one more question, but it's basically can be summed up by, can you daisy chain Omnicharges, and can they still charge while they're being daisy chained? And the answer is no. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in the next video, but yeah, that paragraph above was just having some fun with the all the different charges. How many times can a woodchuck chuck, blah blah blah. So there you see I have it plugged into the wall, the charger for this Omnicharge, and I have my number pad plugged into it just to demonstrate it charging, and it is charging it. It's a very small device. Then I have another wall charger plugged into the next Omnicharger, and you can see that the green light for charging is glowing on the mouse. But if we take a closer look, it's actually putting out 0 watts. And so this is a safety feature that I believe is programmed into it, because what happens here in a second is as soon as I remove the power input from the other Omnicharge, it begins to go back up to the amount of current that it needs to charge these devices. So that tells me that it was built this way, and that was purposeful on their part. So I thought that was a pretty interesting feature. And then going back to the other Omnicharge, take a look here, and you can see that it's at 0 watts of output right now, but that's because the number pad is completely full. Otherwise, it's still receiving charge from the wall. So thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions, and please like or subscribe. I'm planning on turning this channel into something with these thorough tech and Omnicharge videos, so please do subscribe.
Bye.